Welcome back, crafty friends. It's Alicia of the Me Crafty Al YouTube channel, and today I am back with my second installment of the Oh So Inspired collaboration. This time we do have about twice as many crafters joining us, so that is very exciting. And in the description below, if you think you might be interested in joining us next round, I will link the video that gives those details. We would love to have more crafters join us, and I will be sending out the next inspiration piece tomorrow, and your video would be due April 15th, tax day. That's the day that it would go live. So again, I'll link that below. If you're interested in joining us, go check out that video. For this round, episode 2, I was inspired by a video I saw on the MayMay Made It channel here on YouTube. Now, she might not have been the creator of this type of card or the first person to make a video, but she is the first YouTube crafter that I saw make this type of card. So that's why we'll be linking to her video in the description box. I believe she called this a slide and stand card. When you pull it out of the envelope, this kind of looks like a cute little Happy Easter card. But then, if you pull up on this, it stands up and it's kind of a decoration. So I'll try to show you here on the side what it looks like. So that was very fun to make. My plan was to have a process video of me making this card, but have you ever had one of those days where nothing seems to be going right? Like maybe you need to start that day over? Well, that's kind of been around my house today. As I've mentioned before, we are doing some remodeling, so I haven't been able to get downstairs very much. We're flooring our family room, but it's actually going to be made into a library for me, and we're putting down the floor. Well, this whole room has just been nothing but hassle. My husband's had to tear it up like 2 or 3 times, and just tonight he cut the first row, like the last piece, wrong. It's probably one of those nights that we just shouldn't have floored. Well, I finally get down to my craft room and I'm going to make a project, and the same thing has happened with me and this card. I put my phone on to record and I am making this card, and wouldn't you know it, the first time I tried to make it, it wouldn't slide and stand correctly. I had made my slit too wide, so I had to start over. And I'm just making my card and making my card, and I get almost done and I want to check my video how long it's been. I kid you not. In fact, I'm going to check the video right now to make sure this is even on. Okay, good. So I kid you not, the battery died during recording, and it saved none of what I had done. And since I had already started over once, I decided to just do a little kind of a walkthrough, a little discussion video. Because to make the card, MayMay has already given you the dimensions, the score lines, all that stuff. So you're going to be able to go follow her video and make this card. So me showing you how I did it wasn't imperative. But what I thought I would do is kind of tell you some of the products that I used and some things maybe that I learned during the process. And I hope that you'll make your own and give it a try, because it was very fun. So this card, when it is flat, it measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. So it is just a little bit shorter than a regular, A4 card, the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's going to fit in, to your standard card size envelopes. But when the recipient gets it, it's kind of fun because they can put it up on their mantle, on a bookshelf, on their desk, and just have a nice reminder that somebody was thinking of them. So for today's project, for my papers, I used some different patterns from the Celebrate Easter line from Echo Park. So they were double-sided, so sometimes I used both sides, sometimes I didn't. I've also used those same papers on a pocket letter that I'll be sharing in just a few days that had an Easter theme. So I used the paper from Echo Park, and then for my die cuts, I used a few different ones. For my Happy Easter, these are Echo Park as well, and this die is the Happy Easter word die set. And I just used the Easter from this set because honestly, the word happy, I don't want to have to place those letters individually. So I used the word Easter in pink, and then I have another set of word dies, and I'm not 100% sure, but it might be like Little B or Little Miss B. They're kind of like invitation words, if you were going to like make an invitation and die cut words to go on it. So I used the happy from that set just because it's all connected, just all right together. I only had to place one thing. For my little bunny ears, are those not just the most adorable? It is another Echo Park die, and it's the Bunny Hop die set. My sister came to town over the weekend and we were out doing some crafty shopping, and I had to get this one because I'm like, that's going to be perfect for that pocket letter and that card. And my sister was so sneaky. She knew that I wanted this set, but I was trying to be good about how much money I spent, especially because I have drawn for my 600 subscriber giveaway winners. So I needed to save that money so I can go out and buy those gift cards. She snuck this into her order and got me a set, which she didn't have to, but between you and me, I'm very thankful for because it is adorable. I just love those ears and that carrot. Not sure how much I'll use the word bunny, but you know what? Maybe I'll get a lot of use out of it. So that's where the bunny ears came from. If you look here behind the Happy Easter, I have a label shape. And this was from Spellbinders Nestabilities Label 17. Now this is a die set I've probably had for a good 6 years. When these came out, I bought like every label number that came out. Like I think I'm up to like label 20 something. I just love those, love to put them together, like the different shapes. So I put that behind the sentiment and I adhered it so when it stands up, that top part stands up on its own as well. It is only adhered at the bottom here, so it allows that fold to work for the base of the slide and stand card. Here on the inside, which if this is where you really were going to write your message, you probably wanted to do it before it's all put together as a card, before you actually adhere it in the center there. But I think we can still kind of flatten it out and write and it'll be okay. So on the inside, I used a couple more of the Nestabilities of that same label 17 for a yellow border and a white area to write just a quick note. If you wanted to write more, you have the back of the part that stands up and you could write more back there. And then I just added the cute little carrot from the Bunny Hop die set just down in the corner. And I matched that green and white polka dot paper from the top here. So now I will tell you that it stands up nicely because I had my label 17 just sit right above where the slit was for that top part. But when you go to close it, it is a little tricky. Like I have to push everything back so it closes okay. But the first thing that I did wrong and why I had to start over was I made the slit too thick and it was wobbly and the base wouldn't stay down. So, the recipient will have to be a little careful. You could always just do it that single layer and then you wouldn't have to worry about carefully folding it back down to be flat. So friends, that's pretty much it for today. If you have any questions on anything else I did, you can leave that below. But please make sure to go ahead and hop along to each of the other collaborators. All of their YouTube channels are listed below. and they should all be up and ready for you to watch. I cannot wait to see how everybody was inspired by that same tutorial. I am sure that we will have a nice variety of cards. And the good thing about the Oh So Inspired collaboration, like I told the crafters when I sent out the link, you know what? If you don't want to try this tutorial, you can be inspired in any way. Maybe you like the theme of her card or the colors of the original card. It doesn't have to be a slide and stand. And another thing to keep in mind, if you would like to join us for a future collaboration video, you can make the video as complicated or as easy as you would like. The last time I did a full process video tutorial, went through step by step how I made my creation, or let you watch me do that. But today, because of all my technology mishaps, I just did a walkthrough. I just showed you what I made and how I was inspired. Obviously today I was inspired by the tutorial. I wanted to try one of those cards because I thought it would be fun. So I hope you'll hop along below, leave all the ladies some love. I know they've worked hard. I'm so appreciative to have people join me. I hope you'll give us all a thumbs up too if you like our videos. So I hope you're having a great day, maybe a crafty day even, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.